going on, YouTube fam? I don't know if y'all can see me that well, but I'm actually behind a motorcycle right now. Sounds ridiculous. My cousin just sold his motorcycle, so guess there's no motorcycles in the family now. That was the only motorcycle we had. But yeah, today we're driving around, hanging out, enjoying the life. Right now it's like 60 something degrees outside, but the sun's out. So obviously the sun's out, drop top. Doesn't matter if it's a little chilly. Gosh, did that truck get close enough to the lines? Dude, that motorcycle's gone, dude. That's wild. All right, so we had like 4 cars in front of us, and then all of the cars took off and went their own direction. This guy is gone. I'm going 60, and he was literally right here. He's gone now. That's the crazy thing about it. So we're going to find a nice little parking spot, record a video, and see what we can find out. Oh, I just heard some gravel hit the car. That ain't good. That ain't never good. So the thing about these very old 90s cars is that the paint is usually not that great. Like they don't put as much clear coat, or the clear coat they use ain't that great. So whenever it gets chipped up and they have to repaint it, it usually costs a little bit of money. I had a quote whenever I first got the car to see about getting it painted, and they told me like $6,000. I'm like, damn, that's more than the car. But the funny thing is, the car is actually worth more than $6,000 now, so I guess it's worth it now. I did get paint correction, and I did get detailing and everything, and ceramic coating, but that doesn't really mean much. If the paint is bad, then the paint is bad. You can't really correct bad paint. You can't correct that the clear coat is faded or the clear coat is damaged or anything like that. So there's not much I can do about it right now. One day I'll probably wrap it and it won't really matter. I'll probably put some PPF before I wrap it, because that's the other thing about this old paint. Since the clear coat's kind of faded, you put a wrap on it, it can take off the paint. So you want to also put PPF on it. So at least it's a layer of protection on top of it. Boy, I feel it. I love it. That's the best feeling in the world. It's high revving. Now this engine revs like 6,500 RPMs, which is not a lot, because there's like the RX-7 revs like at 7,500, 8,000 RPMs, and you can make it rev even higher with tuning and everything, which obviously nobody needs to do all that. But I'll just say this right now. I have decided that whenever I get the next car, I'm just going to get the big brother to the Miata. I'm going to get the RX-7. Because I've thought about the R32 GTR and the RX-7, and I've thought about a Silvia S15, and I've thought about, just getting a newer GTR. At the end of the day, there's only one car out of that entire list that I've actually ever dreamed of owning, and that is the RX-7. Because the RX-7, it's that, I know people are like, oh, the engine's unreliable, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, who cares if it's unreliable? The car itself is it's historical. That thing is like, you can't really you can't ever bring up Mazda without talking about the RX-7. People bring up Mazda and they bring up the Miata, which is great and all, but as soon as somebody brings up the RX-7, they're like, oh, nothing's better than the RX-7. Like, Mazda has never done anything better than the RX-7. I know that sounds terrible to say considering they've had other cars, but really, what cars have they had besides the RX-7 and the Miata and the RX-8, which is trash? So there's not much we can do with the RX-8. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this: people have RX-8s and they do a really good job maintaining them, and they do a really good job and everything with it. But the RX-7, they can't go wrong with the RX-7 ever. So I think that's what I've officially decided it's going to be the next car. And it doesn't hurt to have a Miata already. So if I decide to get an RX-7, then I have the little brother and the big brother. And then I'll never get an RX-8, but that would technically be the middle brother. I know it's like, oh, well, the Mazda came, like the first Mazda Miata came after the first RX-7. And then the RX-8 was last. So technically, it's big brother, middle brother, little brother, but the RX-8 is bigger than the Miata, and it's not as good as a RX-7, so it puts it in the middle. So that's essentially why I call it the middle brother there. Uh, let's find some barking, yo. What time is it? I'm trying to put this video up today, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. If I do put it up today, it's gonna be later in the day. So if you guys are seeing this right now, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's late," or somehow by miracle I was able to put this video up in time for everyone to watch it. Come on. All right. Please be no cars. Yeah, boy. Oh, the case saved the day. Y'all saw that, right? Sure, y'all saw that. I'm not gonna not put it in the video. Of course, y'all saw that. That's crazy. Freaking one of these days, I knew that was gonna happen. I was mad. I was like, I'm never gonna expect it to happen, and it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be mad. And it happened. I was scared because I was like, dang, if that camera broke, I'm gonna be mad. That's why I was mad. But no, it didn't break, so we're good. We are GOOD. Good. Yo, this thing got dirty. Like there's dirt on it. It's crazy stuff. All right, everybody. So we finally made it to parking. I guess I'll just leave the door open. All right, so this is a Miata. Everybody knows what a Miata is, right? So uh, there's nothing really much to say. All right, so the thing about this Miata, and you won't be able to see it on camera because no matter even how close I put it, you won't be able to see it because of the way the reflection is. But there's like, I don't know who kept, like the first owner who kept the car, but there are some dings in here look like hail damage. Like there's 3 right here. There's a couple on the trunk. Then they also put some of that freaking door sill on there. I had to take that off. So that was before I did the paint correction. So they had to rub all that off. And then, like, I mean, it looks great for how old it is. This car is from 91. So looks great for how old it is, but it could look better because it could have been taken better care of. And obviously we have the pop-up headlights because why not? And that's another reason why I want to get an RX-7 instead of something else. Like a R32 doesn't have pop-up headlights. A newer GTR doesn't have pop-up headlights. A Silvia doesn't have pop-up headlights. So no pop-up headlights on the S15 anyways. So super cool. Uh, that's another reason why I want to get the RX-8 or RX-7, I guess I should say. I don't know why I said the RX-8. Um, I haven't done nothing to it. Nothing at all. The only thing I've probably, actually, I guess I've done, I've put some leather seats in here. That's the only thing only complaint I had was the cloth seats. I didn't like the way they felt, so I put leather seats in here, and those feel amazing. I try to wipe it down ever so often with the microfiber, just so, because my kids love to touch everything. So put that down. Kids love to touch everything. So, I mean, the car is immaculate. Otherwise, I mean, these little dents, it's not really a big deal. It's only 3 right here, and then there's 4 back here. Actually, there's 5 back here. So it's hard to even see it unless you're looking for it. So I've owned the car now for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And I see all the little blemishes now. But other than that, if you look at it from a distance, it doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. It looks amazing. So what's the goal with it? I'll probably put some coils on it, some coilovers, put some different wheels on there, an exhaust system. I like the Borla exhaust. I know there's other different brands out there. I just like Borla. And in terms of engine modifications, I probably won't do any. The only engine modifications I'll probably do, um, honestly, I don't think I'll do any. If I were to do any modifications to the engine, it would be a supercharger. I think a supercharger, I know people are like, well, just turbocharge it. It's better. Supercharger gives you a better power ratio through, or better power throughout the RPM gauge. Um, Instead of a turbo, it has that low lag, that low RPM lag. So that's the only thing that I would complain about with the turbo. So I'd probably just do a supercharger. But other than that, that's probably all I'll do. Wrap the color. I like this color, but I really like the new Mazda Reds. The new Mazda Reds, like that vampire cherry blood red looking color. It's beautiful. So I'd probably put that on here, to be honest. So yeah, some bronze wheels, because bronze wheels look great with red. And that's it. No body kits, no chopping, no screwing, nothing like that. The car's perfect as it is, to be honest. Obviously only has 116 horsepower, but who cares? It looks amazing. So the funny thing is, let's listen to it because I don't think anybody's ever. So a stock exhaust on the Miata is really not that bad. You're probably going to say it sounds terrible, but a stock Miata exhaust is not that bad. So let's listen to it. So most of the noise you get is literally just from the engine. So there's not much exhaust noise, but you get a lot of engine noise. So you can see the leather seats in there. It's literally just reupholstered. So the original seats are still under here. It's just a new seat wrap. And I think I mean, it feels amazing. Obviously, it's not like, heated or cooled or anything like that, but I think it feels great. And of course, the most important thing on a Miata is the front, the face, the smiley face. I call it a Miata because it smiles all the time. Look at it. I mean, crazy. So with all that said, I ain't really got much today. Just when I wanted to show you the exterior of the car because the car is immaculate, to be honest. Um, I can't be any more happy with this car, even after 4 years and even finding all these little dings and everything. I think the car is amazing. For it being only 116 horsepower or 100, yeah, it's 116 horsepower. This thing drives like the best car ever because you can do every turn, every curve, practically the speed limit without having to slow down. And honestly, I probably get like 50 miles per gallon on this thing. Probably not. But I probably get like 30, 35 miles per gallon on this thing. And only the first time I ever filled this up, it probably cost me $25 to fill it up. Full tank. And I mean, obviously I don't drive it that often because ever since I bought it, I've probably only put 3,000 miles on it, maybe 4,000 miles on it. I don't remember exactly how many miles it had. I know it wasn't below 60 and it's at 66 now. So the max 6,000 miles and I've owned it for 4 years. Honestly, now that I think about it, I've only had to fill up the tank maybe 4 times the entire time I've owned it. I know that sounds terrible, but that's literally as often as I drive it. And I want to drive it more often, but we're in Kentucky here. You get you don't really get a lot of warm weather. You get like 4 or 5 months of warm weather, and that's all I can drive it without driving in. I've driven it in the winter before, which the heat works and everything, so it's not a big deal. But that's essentially everything I got. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.